Hello and welcome back to Bobby's Brews, the show where I play my MTG Arena home brews, some of which are surprisingly competitive. In video number 1, we went over the top of our opponents by casting Omniscience with only 4 mana. Today, we're going to play Mini Omniscience, aka Fires of Invention. Remember to hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, and leave a comment, but please keep it positive. Now let's check out that deck. Today we will be playing the Explorer format so that we can play the original Fires of Invention as intended to be played for 3 and 1 red. It says you can cast spells only during your turn and only 2 spells a turn, but then you can play them for free as long as you control enough lands equal to the mana value. So it's not quite Omniscience, but it still lets you play cards for free. So how do you take advantage of this? 2 things. One is have lots of Planeswalkers. They will work while you can't cast spells. Easy enough, right? What else? Have cycling cards, or have cards that have activated abilities. So let's go through them. For Planeswalkers, we have 3 versions of Teferi. They will help us dominate Hero of Dominaria, our opponent, and take extra turns. We have Narset to help us build our combo pieces. We have Shark Typhoon to create creatures to attack with, and maybe we'll get to kill someone through combat damage. Most people just scoop out of pure boredom or inevitability. We have some early removal so that we can survive the onslaught of a lot of the aggro decks. And we have the greediest Fae of Wishes sideboard. So today was the update to Arena. Clearly it has some bugs, but Fae of Wishes lets you find a card outside the game, which means the sideboard. And in our sideboard, we have cards that we have no way of casting if we don't have fires, such as Ruinous Ultimatum, destroy all of your opponent's non-land permanents. We have Inspired Ultimatum, deal 5 to any target, gain 5 life, draw 5 cards. We have Casualties of War, which lets you destroy one of each of an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. Aside from all those, we have 2 Kenrith, so that we can give haste to all of our shark tokens, or gain life, draw cards, do things with our mana, because we're not using it to cast spells, so we might as well use it for something. And Foreshadow the Sky. You might be wondering, no Wrath of God, no Day of Judgment? No, this is Explorer. You can't play those cards. So this was the next best thing I could find. Lands, it has a mix of everything. Don't worry too much about it. There's a lot of dual lands. The most important land, Karn's Bastion. Why? Well, because with so many Planeswalkers, you can pretty quickly hit the ultimate. And I almost forgot, it has 1 Oath of Teferi to let us activate our abilities twice. And you can also do some interesting interactions, such as play Oath of Teferi as your second spell for the turn, blink your fires, and get to use your mana to keep casting spells until the fires returns into play. It's a pretty good brew. I enjoyed playing it quite a lot. I don't think our opponents do. So let's get a taste of this brew. So let's see who victim number 1 is. We just want to light them on fires. So Racco, I'm not sure. This is an interesting keep. We have 2 lands, but with the Seagate Restoration, that makes it 3. We have an Abrade for early removal, and we have our Fires of Invention and a spell to cast right after the fires. So we're keeping this hand. Let's see what Racco is playing. Started off with white-black. I don't appreciate players who play black because they have duress and discard spells, things that I don't enjoy. Okay, looks like they're playing a graveyard deck. We may be in trouble. This deck I don't think is fast enough to beat them if they are able to pull off their combo quickly. We're going to pay 2 life. You never know. They might actually play something we can kill. That one isn't the best thing to kill off, but we can if we want to. Interesting. So they kept mana back. We're just going to force their hand if they have some sort of draw spell. Make them use it now. Would you look at that? Deadly Dispute. I did not expect that. Okay, so this is not looking good for us. We have not drawn a land. I'm gonna play this tap. Already down 3 life. Don't want to keep paying life. At the end of their turn, we will cycle one of our Shark Typhoons because we need to hit that land drop. Still waiting to see what it is they are playing. Yeah, go ahead. Take your draws. It's interesting that they sacked the treasure and not the blood. I don't know why they would do that. Looks like they have another Voldaren Epicure. Can I play now? Or do you want to cast your 3rd Deadly Dispute in 17 cards? Like I said, we need to find lands, so we are going to cycle this for 0. It'll create a 0/0 shark token. And we got the land. So now we will go for what we came here to do. Fires of Invention. They might have a way of removing this. It is a monocolored permanent. We will now play Teferi, and it's possible that they exile our Fires of Invention. They're thinking about it, and if I were them, I would definitely do it. Looks like they're not interested for now, so we will draw and discard. We hit the land. Doesn't seem like they have creatures. We may regret that decision, but we'll get rid of the Shadow the Sky. And looks like it is a 3rd Deadly Dispute in 17 cards. Must be nice. They're going to attack our Teferi. Not a concern for us.
Time's getting short.
We will keep waiting before we use it to figure out what it is we need to keep in our hands. Okay, we'll use it again. We like all of our hand, but you never know. We only have 1 Planeswalker, so we could get rid of Oath of Teferi, but it's just such a good card. I'm actually going to get rid of the Shark Typhoon right now. We will draw again.
Think fast.
I don't think we're going to need the extra Teferi. We will play our Kenrith. We will play our Oath of Teferi. The opponent has something. Is it the 4th Deadly Dispute? It might be. So we'll get rid of our fires temporarily. We will draw again. That is definitely something we want to see. We will get rid of our land. Most of our spells are good enough for 5 mana, maybe 6. Because we drew this Teferi, we're actually going to attack. So they got rid of it. Not a concern to us. We are going to it's an interesting decision. We could go for drawing 2 cards, which we'll need so that we can discard to Teferi. Or we could do 1 card, see what we get, and then go for the second. Another Fae of Wishes is definitely something we like. And given that, I'm actually just going to go for
We will meet again.
possibly a land. Or another Teferi. Why not? I don't know what the opponent is playing yet, but it's not looking bad for us. It is not looking bad. We may even get rid of one of our Fae of Wishes. It depends what they play. Stitcher Supply. So they are definitely a graveyard-based deck. Don't know what they do with it though. They will attack our Teferi. We'll let that happen. They're going to have a tough choice once they have 2 Teferis in play. Okay, let's let them take their pick. If I were them, I'd take the 2 card draws per turn, especially because I have 2 Fae of Wishes. So there's no point in getting rid of 1. Unless they have 2 Thoughtseize, in which case they could get rid of both. I'm going to say they made the right choice. Can they get rid of our Fires of Invention? They're looking at them. They're trying to decide what to do. Rocco. So that's what you're doing. Nice. Nice. You don't have anything in your graveyard, but that's nice. Oh. We have to go for that now. There's no way we don't. Land? That's okay. We'll find one.
Think fast.
We'll get rid of this Fires. We'll get rid of a Braid. And I want to be safe, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. So we could go for Teferi and double draw, or we could go for our Fae of Wishes. Given that they have the Grease Fang, I'm actually going to go for what we came here to do. Let's grab a card from our sideboard. They have no idea what it is. And yeah, it's a Casualties of War. Were you expecting that? So I'm going to get rid of everything except for Planeswalkers. Choose an artifact. Let's get rid of that blood token. Creature, Grease Fang. Enchantment, Kikijiki, and land one of their black lands, or take out the Godless Shrine because it is the only swamp they control. They'll use the blood token, which makes sense. What did they have? Another land. So they get to attack our Teferi for 4, but that's actually how many points we're putting on it per turn. They can make all the treasures they want. Come on, Rocco. You know you're just delaying the inevitable. Don't do this. No one wants to see you do this. I wonder if they'll clue in that I'm discarding a Teferi.
I do love a good puzzle.
Do they know what's coming, which is big Teferi? Let's draw a couple cards.
We need to move quickly.
Hopefully we draw Karn's Bastion. That'll be nice.
Hurry.
Few lands. Nothing too exciting for us.
Time to improvise.
So we keep looking for something else.
Ideas. like seconds.
That is definitely something we want. Why, you might ask? Well, because that basically turns all of our spells, or all of our card draw that we don't like, into 2 cards that we can see from the top of our deck. I'm gonna protect our planeswalkers. You can resolve that. I still don't understand. Where are their items that they want to bring back? There's not a lot. Greasefang doesn't work if there's nothing to... Oh, come on, opponent! I thought we were having fun! I was definitely having fun. You were probably having fun. They were not having fun. But that's how this works. I play the grindy brews. Let's go for another one. Okay, so now we'll be playing our second game of the night. Let's see if our opponent can handle all this fire. Our opponent is Dark Trooper. Hopefully, if we assemble our combo, they'll stick around, let us play, you know, be a real trooper. This is definitely a keep. We have 4 lands, all of our colors. We don't have a second red, so we should be okay. We'll start off with our Triumph so that we have all colors in play. Our opponent is playing Nixilis, if I had to guess, which is annoying for us. They'll hit us for 3. They'll play their Ob. No Fable. Okay. So we are actually going to play our Narset. And maybe, just maybe, they won't realize that this prevents them from drawing. We already have 2 Shatter the Sky. We don't want another one. We have a Shark Typhoon. We're gonna take this a break. We may need the removal. Let's see. Come on, opponent. Discard 2. Discard 2. Discard 2. You can do it. You can do it. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. Come on. Come on. Do it. 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 You can do it. You can do it. Yes! Yes! We got him! This is incredible. What a turn of events, folks. 3 cards down due to that single Narset. This is amazing. This is beyond words. We're gonna play our fires, and then we're gonna get rid of their board. This is beyond anything I was expecting. Let's go. We can do this. They're probably feeling the heat. They're gonna use their blood. They probably got a land. No? Are they gonna go for the den? That works for me. The den is not something we're worried about. It's not a bad draw. Not a bad draw. We're gonna use our Teferi. Cycle through some of our cards. What we want is lands, and we did not get them. So we're gonna get rid of our Farewell, which is too expensive right now. And we will play our Shark Typhoon cycled for 2. We did not get what we wanted. This is rough. So we will kill their Fabled Mirror Breaker Reflection. We'll say go. We'll keep searching for a land. Hopefully they go with the den after Teferi. If they do that, we will block it, kill their den. What's it gonna be? Oh, they got the Obnoxious. Sorry, Obnixilis. Although they are very obnoxious. Yes, you can resolve all of them. Go for it.
A new conquest.
I am going to get rid of
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
the Abrade. Now I'll get rid of the Shatter the Sky.
Go ahead.
Or you know what?
Plead
I'll
for
take the hit
mercy.
this time. We keep searching for land.
Don't worry.
Still haven't found it. I don't think he's going to kill our Teferi. So let's get rid of that one. We got the land. And we have a pretty good line of play here. The question is, do we go for all of it? Let's see what we get. Maybe we hit a Shark Typhoon here.
Time to improvise.
We did not. I don't think we're gonna Wrath anymore. We're at the point where we're in good shape. We're actually gonna play our Kenrith. Give everyone haste. That means their reflection can do something. We will attack both obs. They have the option of saving one by throwing the reflection in front. Okay, they're looking through their deck. It's interesting that they didn't play the land. They could have attacked with the Den last turn. Okay. They choose to keep their ob. We're actually going to go and find our casualties of war. And the reason for that is that then next turn, if ob is still around, we can kill it. We can kill the Den. Those are our biggest issues right now. We will let that happen.
Defy me, and you.
They might think we're dead now. Ooh, that's a nice one. I wasn't expecting that. It's pretty good for the opponent. But they can't attack us, so we're actually going to draw a card. I think we got this one in the bag. And we'll still cycle through our deck. They don't know what we have, so we'll get rid of that one. And we got the Karn's Bastion. So we're going to attack their face with Kenrith. And here. I think we got this one locked down. We're going to cycle through our deck.
Next time, I'll cut you down.
I do love a good puzzle.
Get rid of the Sacred Foundry. Play our Teferi. Draw a card.
Let's slow this down. Keep up the pace.
And we can still play this. So they might discard it again, but we're fine with that. We'll get our Inspired Ultimatum. This costs 5, then we'll untap 2. At the end of our turn, we'll untap 2, and just in case if they try to play anything, we will just gain 5 life. This one is squarely 1. I don't think they have any way of beating us now.
Sure you'll try.
Like I said, we'll gain 5. We could have let them attack. Yes! We got them locked down. They were a trooper. They really were. They let us play probably longer than I would have stuck around for. But at the end of the day, what counts is we won. Let's try another one. Okay, so we have our third opponent. We've got Grant H. Might be Grant Hughes. Not that I know any Grant Hughes, but maybe. This is definitely a keep. We have 3 lands, all the colors, and we have good spells. Early removal in case we have some creatures against us. Teferi, this is looking good. The only problem right now is we're on the draw. And that is the worst thing you could be in this game. Our opponent is playing Angels. 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 Let's just get rid of that. No point in wasting our time playing it in response or anything like that. No, just get rid of it. This game, this match is not going to be good for that Sweltering Suns. So at the end of their turn, we're going to get rid of it. Hopefully we draw an untapped land. And if we do, we can play Fires of Invention followed by Shatter the Sky. Okay. They're trying to ramp up quickly. We could still use the Sweltering Suns, but I'm not interested. I'm just going to get rid of it. That is not an untapped land. That is. We have a white land in hand, so we can just play this one. We'll play our Fires, and we will get rid of the board. Doesn't seem like a particularly menacing board, but if they played any other Angel, then everyone would have +2/+2. And the opponent got the same 2 cards again. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna Fae of Wishes. Get the Cleansing Nova from our sideboard. And get rid of all the creatures. We definitely don't want to get rid of our Fires. We'll say go. And then next turn, we'll play Shark Typhoon. We could cycle it this turn, but this is where it starts to getting good for us. So we don't want to cycle it. We'll play this land tapped. If we play it untapped, we could sacrifice our gates, but we don't want to do that. We'll play our Shark Typhoon and play a Teferi. Hopefully this Teferi gets us something really good. And that's enough. That's enough. Our opponent saw the lock. They didn't want to play. They wanted no part in this. And that's okay. I don't blame you. Let's wrap it up. So how did the deck do? It went 3-1. One of the videos I took out because the opponent just comboed turn 5 into 3 Agents of Treachery. Wasn't worth your time. Wasn't worth my time, but I didn't have an option. Also, I noticed that my camera was in the wrong place for the playing videos, and that's okay. We'll learn, we'll get better. So this is a fun deck. 3-1, it's probably pushing it. Has about a 50-ish% win rate when I play it on ladder. Maybe because we're in gold after the reset. I don't know, but we did well. I like it, it's fun, it's entertaining, it's grindy. And that's how I like to play these games. Remember, if you like the video, click like and subscribe. It's free to you. It's free to me too, but gives me some feedback. Share with your friends, leave a comment, keep it positive. Until next time, stay thirsty for those brews.